People who grow up near Virginia's Appalachian Mountains learn early that the woods are not empty. They may look still, just trees, fog, and ridgelines, but anyone who's spent real time out there knows better. The forest watches, it listens, and sometimes it answers back. I learned that one October night deep in Jefferson National Forest, miles from the nearest paved road. I'd gone out alone, which was my first mistake. I wasn't reckless, at least I didn't think I was. I told a friend where I'd be, packed enough food for 3 days, had my GPS, my rifle, and a small campfire ring set up in a hollow surrounded by rhododendron thickets so dense they swallowed moonlight. The air smelled like wet leaves and cold iron. Fog slid between the trees like something alive. That first night was quiet, too quiet. No owls, no insects, just the fire crackling and the slow sway of branches overhead. Around midnight, I heard footsteps. Not close, far off, slow, heavy, like someone carefully placing each foot so they wouldn't trip. I froze, listening. The steps stopped. Then I heard my name, clear as day. Max. It came from the trees to my left. I stood up so fast my chair tipped over. My heart slammed against my ribs. "Hello?" I called out, hating how thin my voice sounded. No answer. I told myself it was exhaustion. The woods play tricks. Sound carries strangely in the mountains. Still, I locked my rifle beside me and didn't sleep much. The second day, I noticed things were wrong. My footprints from the night before were gone. Not covered, gone, like they'd never been there. Around my camp, the leaf litter had been disturbed, pressed down in long, uneven shapes, as if something had been crouching just beyond the firelight. I found tracks leading into the trees. They weren't animal, too long, too many joints. I should have left then. But pride is a dangerous thing in the mountains. That night, I built the fire higher. The fog came back thicker than before, pressing in until the world beyond the flames vanished. The forest felt closer, tighter. Then the footsteps returned. Closer this time. Crunch. Pause. Crunch. I raised the rifle. "Who's there?" From behind me, just past the darkness. "Max, it's cold." My blood ran ice cold. The voice was wrong. It sounded like me. Not perfectly, but close enough to make my skin crawl, like someone remembering how I spoke instead of actually knowing. I spun around. Nothing. Then I heard it again, from the opposite side. "Max, come here." The fog shifted, and for just a second, something stood at the edge of the firelight. Tall, pale, its limbs bent the wrong way, folding and unfolding as if it wasn't built to stand upright. Its head tilted, studying me. When it smiled, its mouth was too wide. I fired. The shot echoed through the hollow, deafening. The thing snapped back into the trees with a sound like branches breaking underwater. The forest went silent. No footsteps, no voice. I didn't sleep at all. At dawn, I packed everything in record time. I didn't care about neatness. I just wanted out. The trail back was wrong. Trees I didn't recognize leaned over the path. The slope felt steeper. The woods felt deeper. Then I heard footsteps behind me, matching mine. Crunch, step, crunch. I stopped. They stopped. I turned slowly. The trees stared back. Then my own voice whispered directly into my ear. "You walked past the turn." I ran. Branches tore at my clothes. Roots grabbed my ankles. The woods twisted until nothing looked familiar. I burst into a clearing I'd never seen before. In the center was my campsite. Same fire ring, same log seat. but sitting by the ashes was someone who looked exactly like me. Same jacket, same face. It looked up and smiled. "You can go," it said, gently. "I'll stay." That's when I realized something horrifying. The forest doesn't take people, it replaces them. I don't remember how I got out. I woke up at the trailhead, miles from where I'd entered, covered in scratches and mud. Search and rescue later told me something that still keeps me awake. They said they'd found a campsite deep in the woods, fresh fire, fresh footprints, and a man sitting alone by the flames. When they called out to him, he answered with my name. If you're still listening, the woods might be too. If this story followed you home, leave a like so it doesn't come back alone. Subscribe and stay close to the fire, because once the forest learns your name, it never forgets.